Hi, Internet. This is Ada. Hope your week was great. I want to welcome anyone who's new and thank you for all the returning people. Thank you, thank you. We have a very busy week to talk about. We're going from the 5th to the 12th, and we are going to start with the violin playing Lindsey, and I'm going to put this into the link because she definitely needs more views. um, I got a link from this on Discord, and I just been playing it all the time, and I think it's wonderful. She definitely is a fan of the Mirage. I wonder if she's gonna join the Wooden Potato Contest. She would totally win. Just kidding. Okay, so that's Lindsey. We are now going to go to the next video, which is the Guild Wars 2 Flight. Now, it does have decent music. I also got a link to this on Discord. I think Droyer was talking about it in TeaTime. So, this one is all about the glider. I think they're in Frostgorge Sound? Maybe? No, that's the Living Story map. Bitterfrost Frontier because of that ley line. So it's I've never seen anyone do griffon. I usually just do my winterberries, but this actually looks really cool. You get to see the map in a different way. I'm still working on my griffon. I just don't have the time to play because I'm doing this. This is the Confetti Infusion. Now, there's some issue about how much it is on the trading post, and if it is, there might be some price fixing, so you might want to wait. I think you get it for killing that legendary boss as a surprise boss at the end of the coin event. So definitely do the events in the first few maps. Now we're going to go to I'm just gonna say Quoundo Games. They're doing a giveaway and also talking about the gem store with the new feat for the faux fire set, and they just came out with a movement mount video. I definitely like the little puppy. I think that it is cute. See, I don't know how to not. Maybe I should be a red. But I definitely like the boots and the little tiny puppy. I know other people are really excited about when they add pets to the game. I'm still a cat person. As you can tell, I have two very cute cats. And as I scroll through my script, I will let you be entertained by my little kitty cat, Coco. She is 5 years old, and she acts like she runs the whole house. And here, I'm talking about her, she comes up to me. Okay, so we are now going to talk about Guild Chat, which is episode 94. I love it when people put in their videos the number so that you know how long it's been going on. So you know, episode 93 was over here. You can remember the name because most people are just going to be like, they might forget. So Guild Gab totally took it to the next level on the 5th. It was literally like a week ago. And that's why we decided to do it on this video on Thursdays to make sure everyone has time to watch Guild Gab. I was talking to Inks about how all three podcasts, Guild Gab, Talking Skritt, and Mighty Teapot compare each week. So this week, Guild Gab hit it out of the park with a 10 out of 10. They had the most story topics, but Talking Skritt actually had more talking. Whereas Guild Gab focused on very particular things like Sir Hoffen. And Inks was actually telling us how their whole thing with the sword can be changed based off your profession, and we found that really interesting. I also found Ian watching Guild Gab, so shout out to Ian. I did find her. You'll have to watch. I'm gonna put all the links in the description about, like, they talked about who did Sunspear, who did Joko, praise Joko, and who did neutral.
After much debate.
No, actually, I chose none. I wanted to remain
independent.
Chose nobody.
Yeah. I was like,
Chose nobody.
Nah, man. It's just, but unfortunately, I wish I'd chosen Joko actually, because the back piece you get as a reward is so cool.
Praise Joko.
You can play it again to get the other back pieces.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Choose. I chose the Sun Spears.
Now, during all of their videos, they did talk about, like, when did they first see Krakatork in the fight against Balthazar, because, like, for me, I didn't really realize that his face was there until that roar. So you have to listen to that. I have over 27 clips, and I don't want to just throw clips at you. So I am going to put it in the description. It's going to have its own link. If you like Guild Gab, please do a thumbs up for the Guild Gab so I know that you're a fan. I want to see who we're representing. And then, we also talked about the epilogue. The pacing of Path of Fire, the new Lord of Beetlestone was there. And then all about the jokes, if people read the books. And then some plans for the future. I know that Alex was doing the streams for getting the griffon. And then Peachy had a bunch of stuff for her charity drive. She's getting lots of charity stuff.
This is thanks to my peaches, though, by the way. It's literally just came into my room. This is because we did the St. Jude Play Live fundraiser.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, awesome.
And so the more
That's
you
neat.
raise, you got, like, some prizes and stuff.
And it's very epic that she's doing that. You know, Peachy does a lot of community stuff that's outside the community and inside the community. I will put a link to all of the best links and clips of Guild Gab if you do not have time to watch this 2-hour gem of a program. Now we're going to talk about talking Skritt. They actually had a few clips too. So we're going to actually start with their community corner, which is at the end of their video.
The name of
they always
PSP
pick someone.
Friendly Fire actually put out a post about an add-on that is a mount radio add-on, and basically, as you can see from the video, it brings up a little wheel. I saw a lot of people on the AMA asking for this, and someone made an add-on for it. Now, just so you know, Chris Cleary actually did say it seemed like it was okay. He talked with the person. Their plans for it seem all right. They're going to keep tabs on it and stuff like that, but it is okay to use. I think they did say there was an update that it also added the elusive fifth mount. So, as you're seeing the old video there, by the name of
And that's definitely very cool. Talking Skritt, showing off what other community members have done, and in this case it was the Mount Select. They do talk about the gem store, and I think this is my favorite clip of all time.
Better ways you can spend your $35.
So they're talking about the new gem store item of doing the unlock waypoints. So here we go.
And pile $35 in front of you, $1 bills. Pour some lighter fluid on it and set it on fire. That's more entertaining. Or you can click my link and buy Path of Fire for $30. Save yourself $5, and then you'll get a raptor mount to run around the world much faster and enjoy the game. Both of those are far more entertaining than buying this $20 waypoint unlock.
Oh,
Either
man.
one of
Oh my
those,
God.
and if you set your money on fire, what you should do. There's
And he goes on for quite a while. The gym store definitely triggers these gentlemen. It's always wonderful to watch. I can't clip the whole show, so definitely go check them out. They are going to be this Saturday. As always, I will put the link to the Twitch channel in the description. But if you've missed an episode, you can go and subscribe to their Talking Skritt YouTube page. Now, they did talk about why we can't have nice things. So we're going to just have some more fun here.
So submitted a few hours ago, apparently there's an NA player that is currently occupying the top spots on the NA leaderboards and selling spots to players who want them. One player.
He's an NA. Big surprise. This is what happens. This is why we can't have nice things. This is what happens when you allow a team to circumvent the system, break terms of service.
Inks was on fire during Talking Skritt. It was actually really good. I have to give him an 8 out of 10 this week. Yeah, we were talking about guild halls for new players versus old players. If you have a new guild hall, if you're having trouble, you know, you can ask them. They're all pros. They've all been in multiple guilds. So I asked them, you know, what we should focus on as a new guild for the Krytan Herald. They said do level 1 of everything. So definitely thank you for the suggestion, guys. They have a Discord if you are interested. They do talk about how Guild Wars is a different type of MMO, but every week they do cover the gem store items. They want to save you your good hard-earned cash, and also they do Community Corner. Now we're going to go to Sunday, which is going to be Mighty Teapot with TeaTime, and again, so TeaTime is very good at being making clips, but the best one so far is going to be how Knock can save everything. Now, this is from the MMA, which was on Reddit, and basically, When Potatoes did a video about the AMA that we'll get into, but this is the one thing that you need to take from the AMA.
It was a baby rage, dude. Baby rage. Get rid of time. Time me out. Just put only Knockin'. Look, I'm looking at the AMA right now.
Yeah, that was great.
Looking at the AMA right now, and it clearly says here, the storytelling has greatly improved with POF. What narrative techniques did you look at to make those improvements? Okay? And here we go. Response from Peter Frost. We looked at our story plan, considered it carefully, then added a whole lot of Kanak to it. I mean, there we go. Like that. Guys, they know. They know. They know how to write the story now. Just delete the other characters.
And it's very funny that the AMA would just say add more Kanak, and that's literally what they did. Now you do get a little bit of the elitism because they all have legendary armor.
Is that the gear I want for it would cost me 500 gold.
What?
Yeah, it's exotic gear too.
Wait, what? Wait, whoa, wait. Why do you want exotic gear?
Well, because I don't have ascended gear, and that's going to be hard to make also. And even if I did make ascended gear, it's still going to cost a lot. I want to make Trailblazer, but it's Maguma Lily based, and Maguma Lilies are 14 gold each, and you need like 35 of them.
You know what I do, Boots?
What?
I double click my legendary armor.
Oh,
instead
you
of
hey,
Trailblazers.
So anyway, that's me. I'm making builds.
So if you can survive the salt, definitely TeaTime is your place to be every Sunday. Now we are going to talk about the clown mount that they do want. which I would love to
I think
see.
even
You know,
other
World of
games
Warcraft has
have
something like that.
similar kind of mechanics, but having a raid mount where the raid needs to mount up and then Teapot drives us, or somebody drives the mount. The rest of the raid sort of sits there and either
Clown
DPS
car.
is off the back of the mount, clown car.
DPS is off the mount.
Yeah.
I like it.
DPS is heals,
You know,
supports off the back
That
of the
would
mount
be-
while you're going
that
through
would be really cool, I have to say. Like, I don't
spirits or
deny-
something chasing you.
I don't deny that that would be cool. Okay, I'm not denying that. Hey, Roy, what's up, dude?
Now they do talk about why they, if they do fail a raid, why they fail the raid. It has nothing to do with armor. It's all about mechanics. So if you are interested in learning about how the veteran community thinks, you know, definitely check out TeaTime. It is very salty. They do interact very well with their chat. Yay.
The previous podcast was a goddamn joke. It's not okay?
Wow.
There is
little
no
harsh.
guys. A podcast, a Guild Wars 2 podcast is not a podcast without this man. Let's just say that. It's actually it's part of the definition of a Guild Wars 2 podcast that it contains MMOing. So tell us a
There you
little
go.
about yourself, my man. What's going on? I'm seeing videos flowing all over the place.
Yeah. So Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. We finished up yesterday. Actually, we finally finished the story Let's Play. So some of the other videos that I want to do will start rolling out on Tuesday. We'll be back to streaming on Tuesday. Bit of a stream break, unfortunately, because I didn't want to get spoiled. Teapot gave me his sickness, so I was sick for a while there. Caught it through the power of the internet. It's
Nice.
terrible.
Yeah, so we can look forward to having Inks back to streaming again, and that leads us into actually talking about Inks. And actually, we're going to do this one first. Inks was shouted out by the Guild Wars 2 Twitter. You should be following the Twitter of the regular Guild Wars 2. But they did shout out that Inks has finished the playlist, and here is the playlist. And we are going to check that out. So here's Inks. We're starting from part 10, which is this one. Hey, look, you can see because it's in the thumbnail. Yay, thumbnail art. So we're starting from part 10. We're going all the way to his vlog, which is his ink spot. So on part 10, let me see what. So on part 10, I did learn that you're supposed to talk to Tiny in between each mission, even if the game does not tell you to do so. You will get so much more dialogue. When I had my ult, I literally just put on ink, so I felt like I was playing along. It was really nice. So that is a heads up. Now I do have it queued up. So this is the part 10, and this is where he's getting all the minions. He
And it was
is
just a lot of
just
fun.
shy.
I really took my time with it. Spent a lot of time in here, just killing basically everything. But look at all the troops I have. 23 troops.
Now, if you watch the rest of the video, you do get to hear Ink sing, and you get to see his amazing skills with getting all of those minions, and how to talk to Joko and everything. So that's definitely something to watch for. Part 12, I have it queued up. This is right when he has killed Balthazar. This is epic. Just his face. So he gets actually more animated. I have it queued in here, so if you go check out his channel, this is the episode to watch. From here all the way to the end. Not to say that it's not good before, but this is why you want to watch Inks, because his facial expressions are genuine. I do love that when he is fighting, he actually turns down his volume, so you don't hear any of the keyboards. So it's just one of those editing tricks that I absolutely love. And this, he, Inks is actually very, very pro. He is going to show every different one. So I have it queued. I think I have it queued. If not, I'll put it in there. This is at 34:47. And he actually has a lot of things to talk about Canuck, like why is there no progression? And then, you know, how he wishes that the map would have changed. So this is, I know it's a long video. I know as soon as you're done watching this one, go watch Inks's last victory. It's definitely worthwhile. I think it's one of his best videos yet. And that is going to lead us into the new people. So this is, see, I'm going to butcher everyone's name. Mawi. And she's talking about everything you need to know about Guild Wars. I definitely think it's very cool that she does do a bunch of stuff in game. She does the personal story, she does the basic commentary, but she is needing some love. She needs to get some more subs and get some more thumbs up. So definitely do that. You know, women gamers, we gotta stick together. To Ender, this is showing the griffon in Frostgord Sound, and how, I mean, it is just beautiful. It's breathtaking. Yeah. So I will link that for anybody who needs to de-stress and just watch the griffon fly around. Now, Brawler Girl did a jumping puzzle. Oh, see? More ads. I will skip. So, did do the jumping puzzle. You know, I think they've been coming out with a video like every day. And if you want to see if you're interested, start with the jumping puzzle. See if you like the tones. See if you like that type of thing. She was in the Win Potatoes contest. I think she's been streaming it ever since that day. Yeah, it's literally like a video a day. She's done the rating. I definitely like the clip art. It's just too long for me. Like, I cannot watch everything. So I did watch. I do talk with him. It is a guy. I'm sorry. Brawler Girt is a guy. Wow, 1,532 subs. That is more. Congratulations on that. So then we're going to talk about Zombie Corgan. They have been doing their collection for the Dreamer, and basically they talk about where to get every single item and how you can use gliding or how you can use this, you know, how to do the fractal. It's very interesting. I have not yet done the Dreamer Legendary Precursor. I know he's not going to have any money because he's only doing part 1, and if you're doing part 2, you definitely need to start farming that Elder Wood, the Carla Shells, South Sun Cove for the flowers, the passion fruit, and then a bunch of other things. But that is what Zombie Corgan is working on, our favorite ranger. Then we're going to talk about CommonTate. CommonTate has come out with a very nice video of each map of the Griffin collection. He talks about how much gold you need, what hearts you need to go to, then if you need to do any thing in the map, there's like a bounty. So if you're going to do the Griffin, you need to unlock it so you can at least do the fighting. Do the fighting now while there are people who are still actively doing it. I know that's going to be my biggest concern. It's not going to be the gold. It's going to be, I need to kill this legendary. I need to have the people on it. So if you're going to do the Griffin, you don't need anything any gold to unlock it. You just need to have the bunny. Now, it is like 250 gold, but definitely do the bounties. Definitely do those parts. You can do all the eggs. You can get everything, so that the only thing you have left is the money part. You don't want it to be reversed and you have the money and then not be able to kill something. Dang it, I started recording and then he comes out with a video. Okay, so never gonna get ahead. So CommonTate, thank you so much for letting me know to start to unlock this and to do all the fighting. Now he does do, let me look at my notes. His screen of the egg is going to. Oh, okay. What screen is this? So in his video for Elena, these people are getting better. I notice on Ian's, she will actually write in like a text on the screen what she's going to, and if you want to skip. So CommonTate actually has something very similar. He will actually say when he is going to some egg. I think he started doing that in this video. And see, he doesn't, and now I'm gonna be like, oh, here we go. Okay, see, warmed griffon egg. He says exactly where it's going. I really like it when YouTubers do that, so you know exactly which one, because, you know, if you already have this one, then you can skip it, which is very nice. You know, see, we are getting better. We are getting better as a community. Now, JayDTheGamer, I love his intros, has been doing a little bit of interviewing the NPCs for each of the professions. Now, he's found the Hollowsmith, he's found the Renegade, and the Mirage. And what I'm going to actually focus on the Mirage only because it is my main. I absolutely love the connection that he draws. I am not going to tell you what the connection that he draws. You are going to have to watch the video for yourself. I am going to write a story and send it to him about it. So if you're at all a role-playing or a lore nerd, definitely check out the videos. They are very nice. They're all under 10 minutes. So it's not wooden potato size. You know, it's definitely something you can have on and you can just have on. Now, I would not have even learned about the Renegade. I do not play a Renegade. I had no interest in a Renegade. But once I saw the video about the Renegade and how he actually talked about it, I'm actually thinking about it. You know, the whole idea of Carla's Scorchrazor, I definitely learned a lot more about her. I didn't know that much. And I definitely like, you know, he goes to the statue of her. He goes to where he makes the video part interesting to watch. It's not just commentary. He actually does a really good job of showing where it is and making both the video and the words really interesting. So thank you, Mr. JD, and I am going to show the intro. I love this intro. I love it. I just love this. I wish more people did this. You know, it's nice and short, but it's definitely a keeper. Thank you for the great intro. Now we're going to get to Guildhall Claiming. Now, the Krytan Herald did do a Guildhall Claim. Now, this guild is way too big. They actually had to have 2 commanders. And what they're doing is they're doing a group picture. And they asked everyone to stand in a line. I want this person to be my photographer for when my family gets together. You know, it's the, come on, Grandma, we need to take a picture. We need to put the shorter people in the front. We need to put the taller people in the back. Somehow they did it. Somehow they did this in under 2 minutes. They got everyone in a row and they said jump. And it is so great. And yes, I watched the whole thing. I watched and took notes of the whole thing. Of every single joke that they did, of every single thing. And it's really epic. And to see them have their hall, I feel the exact same way about the hall. Yes. Jump, 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 jump. But I definitely want them for when I have to do my pictures. Now we are going to go to the Krytan Herald. Now, she came out with her top 10 Assurin video. You get to see how great of an editing this is. The Assurin are definitely not my thing, but I absolutely love how she can change the color or change the look. You know, it's definitely really interesting to see like an artist take over and look at armor pieces. So thank you, boss, or the Krytan Herald, for this lovely video. I do really appreciate it, and it might actually make me have an Assurin. You know, I have to get better at those jumping puzzles. I might as well look good doing it. Okay, now we are going to see Brawler Girl. Okay, so Yuri is very, very big in Twitter these days. He did the contest, which is now closed, for the Griffin picture, and they retweeted. Oh gosh. And he went on Discord and he's like, oh my gosh, they retweeted. It was really fun. So this is the picture. I think it's very cute. It's just, and he even said that he found them and he was so happy. You know, he saw Droyer's Twitter about it and he's like, I need to get this Griffin. And he went through, she went through all the things to get the Griffin. And I'm going to put this in here. They did do a picture of the four wind potatoes of wind potatoes. I'll put that in there. I don't want to show it because apparently you get something for how many clicks there are. You know, I definitely want people to keep going to the actual sites. I don't want it to just be like, oh, just watch this video. No, they should still know that you're watching the video. So Yuri still comes out with about a video a day. Is very helpful for beginner players. We talked about the home instance and the cat. We talked about the SNAF connection with all the Assurin stuff. And then, you know, how to level. You know, they were saying how great it is to level with a mount, and possible places where you might go. Also talking about first impressions. I think the funniest one was doing the mount for the that Living Story 6 map, Siren's Landing, and doing it with a bunny and some other people on a griffin. How much easier it is. Oh gosh, I remember doing that with a group and doing the whole portal all the way up and doing each check mark. Yes, you still have to do the check marks, but if you want some fun, please check out Yuri and trying the mount and doing the jumping puzzle. You can use mounts for certain jumping puzzles that allow you to glide. Now, that doesn't mean that it's easier. It might be easier for you, but it doesn't mean that it is easier. So now we're going to go over to chilled socks. I say socks, plural. I think socks should be in pairs. Sock. I definitely want to start off with thanking him for making the how I edit video. I am looking into getting a actual video editing because, you know, since YouTube has stopped I've been kind of like monologuing and you get to hear every little thing and I don't get to edit any of it. Okay, so he was the necromancer who joined Joko. We're starting with day 12, and basically this one's funny. You know, he's a very serious guy. He's like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Sure. Watch day 13. Like, I don't even care if you watch the rest of my video. Go watch day 13. He was the first person who I got to see the minions, the Joko's minions, all over town. You know, he
Not
goes
totally
up
what
to each
happened
one
with
of them. He
Balthazar.
talks
You
to each
changed
one
your
of them.
accent?
So afraid I'd never get to see you again.
But
To
let
tell you
us
that
get to the good stuff.
I am so sorry about the way we left things. I know. It's me too.
I hate to interrupt, but did anybody feel that?
Oh god.
Feel what?
Oh god. Oh god.
Tell me this is just normal desert stuff.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh god.
Frau Katoric.
No.
So it begins.
Oh god. Oh my god.
I love seeing his face. It is so funny.
What have we done? Huh? Aurene. Oh, what? Aurene's a teenager. She grew up pretty
What
fast.
have we done?
Oh, what? Aurene's a teenager. She grew up pretty fast.
So if you want somebody who's a little bit more laid back, so you can actually tell when they're having a good time, you know, he's always having a good time. And you get to find out how he did his story and how he even went, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, definitely check out Chilled Socks. I do really appreciate making a video of how to edit. I hope that everyone can make a video of how they edit so we can all get better. The necroplay, talking about the build, going around and just seeing what works is always really fun. They're trying to get enough money for the griffon. So if you have any suggestions, please head over to his channel, let him know what your way of getting the money is, because I know we're all in the same boat trying to get enough money for the griffon. So you're gonna watch Inks, day 12, the How to Kill God epilogue, and then you're gonna come over here and you're gonna do his and see which one, you know. Now we are going to talk. Let me scroll down on my thing. Cough. So Mirage. We're gonna talk about the Mirage. This build, you know, the Fashion Wars, is really epic. And congratulations on getting the Griffin. Cough. She got the Griffin and she talked about it and all that stuff. C. The Way Forward number 7. She actually has a music glider, which is really cool. But she actually asks a really interesting question, and you'll have to watch her video. Find out what the question is. I actually think it's worthy of a One Potatoes answer. You know. So if you're a lore person, she goes through every single thing and goes, this is how I think. But I'm going to specifically pick the Weaver video to highlight. I don't play a Weaver, so watching her play with the Weaver is actually really cool, and I think I might actually roll a Weaver now. But she goes through every single type and she figures out like what she needs to do, how it's useful. She does the build.
Arcane.
And
also,
she even talks about how pretty the
the art for the arcane
how pretty it
seals
is.
10 times cooler than the art for the specialization. Can we Can we swap these over? Because like, I don't know. Anyway.
I totally agree with you. I think the artwork in the hero panel is totally lost. I would love to have someone take that and just, have a screenshot or, put it on its own and take it out of the hero panel. I would love to have that. I would, so I can learn, I can dream about my weaver and her book and all of her cute little weapon stuff. I want to have the water ballerina. I absolutely do. I want to see it. I want to become this ballerina that I see Koff play. And then she even moves into air, which is very interesting. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an elementalist, but I'm definitely interested in having one now that I've seen this video. So please tell me, which is your build? Which specialization are you playing with? Regardless of what it is. If it's Deadeye, if it's Hollowsmith, let me know what your main is so I can try to find a video for you maybe. So we are going, see, I had it all queued up for the ballerina. Or at least I think this is the ballerina part. Nope. Okay. Now, this is her forward, and she does talk with, like I said, the whole egg chamber question, and talking about the egg. So, when I got here for the mists, I think it took me just as long.
Good for you, Balthazar. You killed us, but now we're getting it back.
You are allowed to kill them, you know what, Commander? I'm glad you didn't join Destiny's Edge. My mother wouldn't want you in there.
I apologize for that double dialogue.
My life for.
Oh, Aurene. No. I swear. Balthazar, if you kill Aurene.
Ouch.
Oh, I guess we responded. We knew something. I swear, if Aurene gets killed, Lazarus.
I am the last Mersat.
Hey, Lazarus.
Many years ago,
We killed you.
You knew me as Lazarus the Dire. I have returned from the brink of existence.
Not for long. I mean, well, actually, it was Balthazar, so he kind of did.
But who would pose as Lazarus?
No. I can't eat.
It's on fire. It's a path of fire. Oh my god.
So if you like puns like this, Koff is definitely worth watching. I love the energy. I love how it's not rushed. It's gonna take a while to get through the whole story. I love that. I love how she geeks out about every single little thing. She definitely loves the franchise. She's definitely, whenever her video comes on, I literally am like, no, I'm watching your video. You can't put up another video. But I'm definitely glad that she does. So thank you, Koff, for all of your witty puns. And talking about witty puns, this is going to be Lord Waffles' segment. Okay, so we have, how many? I'm going to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 videos in a week. God. I don't sleep. Okay, so I actually have some of these queued. But the most important one I'm going to start with is the Patreon. Yes, Lord Waffles has a Patreon. Yay! I can finally support. Okay.
You got it.
So, this is the 5 ways to go bankrupt in Guild Wars 2. Lord Waffles is a teenager, so if if you like that kind of cynical, joking manner, which
More
I
people.
absolutely
This is fucking awesome.
love, you get to
I
hear,
love this.
you know,
It's so
genuine
funny,
stuff.
dude.
He's
Mummy
not
Legion.
big on
Oh,
the
okay,
story.
whoa,
He
achievement.
loves the mechanics of the game. Congratulations on the achievement of 6,500 points.
Let go.
Yay!
Right, so let's try jaunt now. So it
I
has
know, I
3
still need to
ammo.
do my
It
magic
is
find.
instant. I actually really like that. I actually really like that. Yeah, especially.
So all of his videos are around 10 minutes, you know, and he comes out with 17 in 2 weeks. Actually, that's normal for him. It's usually around a video to a video and a half per day.
Increased duration. Wow, I'm taking that over stun break any day. Holy shit. Every time you gain Mirage Cloak, god damn. Oh, what? What the hell are you doing? Stop, you're not a fucking land shark.
You know, the whole thing is totally chock full of great ideas. So if you can stand the teenage angst of Lord Waffles, I absolutely love it. He did an account tour, which is actually very unusual. I might actually follow his idea about an account tour. He just made 10,000 subs, and he ate a waffle sandwich, which is 2 waffles put together. Don't, you know, if you have diabetes, don't do that. Now I am going to show his account tour. Account tour. Here we go. Yeah, it's not 2 hours like everyone else's account video, thank God. But he does look at some pretty unique skins. I've never seen some of the skins before. He's going between playing a necromancer and doing Mirage. And I totally agree with the whole dodge mechanic. It's definitely hard to go, you know, without, and then one that is 1538. 1538. And basically, you know, he shows how to get each weapon, why he got each weapon, what kind of character he wants. He uses scarves for all of his characters.
Oh my God,
he also played Benedetta. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry.
Why you guys gotta blind so much? It's so. Because you can like do something like this with the staff. Oh my God, that's. I love that. I freaking love that, dude. Why you guys gotta blind so much? It's so.
So since this video, I've been using staff with my Mesmer, and it does seem to be working. Choya. Now we are going to get into Ian. Ian is I think one of the first people I contacted on YouTube. She does guides for Guild Wars and some other games. She's doing all the acts now, so if you're doing it again and you want the achievement and like how to do it, you know, definitely check out Ian. She's doing all the griffins. She does, you know, how to get all the masteries. She even drew me this cute little thing. Isn't it so cute? Ian, thank you so much. You know, I get to talk to you so little on Twitch, but definitely Discord helps a lot. You know, I'm really glad that I get to be her patron. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to close that one. Okay, we are going to watch Peaches
Boing.
talk like a choya. So if you are missing the action on Twitch, you are missing everything. You know, you're missing wooden potatoes on stream. You're missing all of the Guild Wars on stream. So you definitely want to start connecting more. So now, oh gosh, we're at almost an hour. Okay, now we're getting to wooden potatoes. Okay, so he had a lot of videos too. Let me see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus the 3 streams. So Wooden Potato streams Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And yes, you can watch him and then go watch Talking Skritt and then do TeaTime, because they always try to host each other. So it's really nice. So we are going to talk about the Q&A, which is a basic Q&A, this one. And in the description, I have what he talks about. He talks about the armor. He talks about the links. He talks about, why was it Balthazar, $30 in game, and then will Living Story 4 be longer than Living Story 3? So if you're interested in any of those questions, go check out the Q&A, or I just saved you 30 or 25 minutes if you do not care about any of those questions. The map video, I call it the map video, is talking about the map. Yes, he is so old school that he has the Nightfall maps that came with the box, when they actually came out with boxes. He wanted to compare each map. He wanted to look at the differences between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. He also talks about how the Harpies might be connected to one of the gods, and which NPCs Wooden Potatoes found funny. Those are the highlights of the map video. The Lissa video, I'm going to delete this. The Lissa video is good. You just put on the background, he basically reads a lot of the stories about Lissa, why is it that Lissa is kind of out of all of the Balthazar rants, and, is Lissa connected to chaos magic? Because, that's what she was in Guild Wars 1. It was Mesmer's had chaos magic, and if she wants the world to be in chaos, she might get more powerful than, say, fire or water. So that's definitely a possibility. This is the AMA. Now, I do have it queued. I think I have it queued. Yes.
Idea while playing the game found its
I think I put it in here.
For
Yes,
instance,
I put in
what
the
if
best
X is Y, or,
questions
hey, wouldn't this
of
be
what
really
is
cool
in
thing to see
here.
Guild Wars 2?
Let
And then
me
secondly,
give you
what was
a
the absolute
sneak.
flat out coolest thing that was either planned or in development but ultimately had to be. For instance, oh, but what if X did Y? Or hey, wouldn't this be a really cool thing to see in Guild Wars 2? And then secondly, what was the absolute flat out coolest thing that was either planned or in development but ultimately had to be.
So if you want to hear not only the AMA, but also Wooden Potatoes' take on it, you need to watch. I queued it here so you can watch the best parts. The best parts are at 27:35. And then at the end is the Krakatoric. Now you will miss some of the drama. You will miss how he talks about leaks. His idea about Vlash dying too fast, the town close, the barrier issues, the power versus condition, the transformation plus mounts. Are they bugged? Are they not bugged? Questions like, how long did Path of Fire take in-game in chronological order? Is it 2 days? Is it like HOTS? That seemed to be like a day. He talks also about how Canuck adds everything, the difference between guild halls and guild missions. Talks a little bit about Halloween. He even shows off this nice little Twitter image that one of the devs did as a response to something in the AMA. This is a great piece of work. She wrote most of her descriptions in the AMA. But the other video that is Wooden Potatoes at its finest is showing us the fractal. I have it queued up for the end video cutscene about Arc and how they're connected. But you'll have to watch this. I put it up here about where you can skip to the cutscene. So if you don't want to hear, all the stuff, if you haven't watched all the videos of his series about the fractals, I think there's a playlist. I wish he would put it in the descriptions. Wooden Potatoes, if you hear this, if you make a series, put links to the other videos in the description. Thank you. I will try and do the same. Okay, so that is the AMA. Oh, coming soon, if you do watch the AMA, you will know that high DPI, I don't know what DPI support means, but apparently it's a big deal. And yes, it is confirmed that Joko will be in more story. Yay. Now, he did come out with a LA under construction, which actually shows the before. So when the game first launched, it shows the fight with Scarlet. It shows the rebuilding and I think it's 2 sections of rebuilding and all the bridges. I think the bridges actually make it look really good. You can see all the holes. That's when I started playing. And then the rebuilt. And so it's pretty short. He does talk about it. The arc. He does talk about the Crystal Desert, doing basically kind of like what he did here, but more so he looks at very specific pieces, and that is going to lead us to the Twitch. So he does show, so on Saturday, he shows
Guild Wars 2 devs live on Guild Wars 1 playing through Nightfall. Can you imagine how fucking fantastic that would have been? Yeah, mate. The mad realm. He travels through the mists from the land of lost that he's in right now.
Yeah, because in the AMA they did talk about how they did play Nightfall. So for anybody who is wondering, we are going to talk about this.
Rivalry with, and he says, "Listen, Oswald, buddy, help me out here, bro." And Oswald's like, and you know, whatever happens, that I don't know what the interaction is, but then they come to that Halloween.
So when Potatoes is doing all the bounties every stream, he's going through every single map, he's doing every single bounty, not just the legendary ones, he wants all the collections. But it is somewhat interesting to think how Joko might be connected to Halloween. Don't get your hopes up, we do not know anything.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and so maybe Glint wrote it to sort of manipulate things deliberately and you know, cause things to pass that otherwise wouldn't have, and you know, there's a lot to think about. Shit, I don't know where the next.
What's this little thing? Well, it's
So in his video talking about the map, it's Google Home Midi. Look at this wonderful ad, everyone! Yay! Okay, this is him showing off all this stuff. Okay, 1313. So this is what's really cool. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I can't read. 1313. Be like, Ada, you can't read. You said it out loud and everything. Okay, so this is when we ascended in Guild Wars 1. Oh, spoilers. This. Okay. Yay. Okay. Now. Flame Seeker. I'm gonna turn the sound off. I'm gonna replay it. This is the same chamber. I think that is so cool. It is so cool to be in the same chamber, to go around looking for all the flame seekers. This is the first time we got to actually have it all written down. You know, I still want, I think it's one of the prettiest shields, but I do have the other shield, the Halloween one, which I think is better. But I do still want the Flame Seeker because, you know, stats, you can switch it.
Than Matt's friend.
Okay, so that was Saturday. See, you can see Saturday stream. We talked all about the lore, and we are going to do his recap.
Thanks very much for acknowledging that I am a better DDR player than Matt's friend.
Let me
and now
restart
everybody
it.
knows that, and you can all understand my true skill. Thank you for acknowledging that What else did I do? I don't know. Anyway, it was a good stream. Thanks, guys. It's been really good. Remember, we do have the guild. We've had massive attendance. It's been lots of fun. Thank you for acknowledging that. What else did I do? I don't know. Anyway, it was a good stream. Thanks, guys. It's been really good. Remember, we do have the guild. We've had massive attendance. It's been lots of fun.
So every time he ends a stream, just like Inks, he ends the video with what he did that stream. So if you are interested in learning about his Lego land, you can go check out One Potatoes on Twitch and look at the Saturday
you can't really do it, can you? Oh,
video.
Right. Oh, well, okay,
we are now going to the Sunday video. Woohoo!
Right. Let's try episode 2. Oh, there's all these crazy leaks. Okay, ignore the leaks. Let's try and predict where the expansion will go. I don't know. There's no real sign. 3, 4, 5, even all the way through episode 6 into the last couple of seconds of episode 6. There was really no tip-off. There wasn't anything particular. If Flashpoint didn't go the way that Flashpoint went, and let's remember, very little of Flashpoint was organic. It was very much, you know, the machine and the way it worked and everything that happened was very much constructed before our eyes as a part of that patch. If Flashpoint wasn't written the way they chose to write it, this finally getting to this vague idea of, okay, he'll go to another target, wasn't available to us. And even after Flashpoint, let's not forget that there was... this finally getting to this vague idea of, okay, he'll go to another target, wasn't available to us. And even after Flashpoint, let's not forget that there was... So that's him basically answering a question about the lore and where we can go for our next expansion. It's going to be almost impossible because we don't have enough information. This one kind of came out of nowhere. So that is the Sunday stream. Yes, I only have one clip. See, I did a good job. He did do the riddle questions for some event. And he did answer a few other questions. I will put that in the description below. So if you're interested about the connection between us dying and the Shining Blade Oath, that clip is down below. Seriously, WP, you have sway over
so
ArenaNet,
this is the
right?
Monday
Tell them
stream.
To make the warrior banner trait reduce cooldown of banners by 20%. Oh, bro, I don't just have sway. I am ArenaNet. I don't know whether you realize this.
This is him trying to be funny.
I am. There's one developer at ArenaNet, and his name is ArenaNet, and that's me. And yeah, I can do that for you. What else do you want? It will just take a second. Coding's really easy, and game developers just like to pretend that it's harder than it is. You know, it's just like one line of code. We all know it. It's easy, easy peasy. What else do people want? Come on, type it in chat, and I'll get it done. Probably, I don't know, by the end of tomorrow, but. I've got a lot of gem store money to spend on hookers and blow, so I don't know whether I can be bothered to write all this easy code. But go ahead. Please finish. I've got a lot of gem store money to spend on hookers and blow, so I don't know whether I can be bothered to write all this easy code. But go ahead. Please finish.
Oh, see, I do. I want this char motorcycle, please. Now, he doesn't go on about this for about 20 minutes or so. So if you want to listen to what everyone wants, you know, the legendaries every day, have them not cost anything, don't have to do any more hearts, just have instant everything unlocked. He does do he works on his mesmer. He has no fashion sense. He's doing dueling, bottom, top. And then illusion, he's doing top,
at the moment I'm trying to do
and
well
then
consistently,
Mirage is doing
and that means the
middle,
Wednesday
bottom,
Q&A idea, the golden pot at the end of the rainbow that I've always wanted. I've wanted 7 videos so that I can do a
person
Q&A
who
each
does
week
Patreon
on Wednesday. Wednesday's coming up. The next one's going to be a super Q&A. So anybody who's on me on Patreon, please do consider going to check it out. If you were going to sub to me today or anything like that, if you go to Patreon instead, I get a much bigger cut of it. And it actually really helps me out. And you can then drop a question about anything personal, or lore related or anything, and pretty much be guaranteed an answer on a YouTube video as well, in front of a massive audience of people. So please do consider Patreon. I'm really trying to push Patreon at the moment and see if I can improve the numbers anyway. So yeah, this is me begging basically. But if you guys like the content, if you want to help support me, and I will continue being consistent as possible, do consider that. And yeah, more Q&A will be on Wednesday. So this was fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Yeah, this is me begging basically. But if you guys like the content, if you want to help support me, and I will continue being consistent as possible, do consider that. And yeah, more Q&A will be on Wednesday. So this was fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching.
Now, there are some other clips that I'm going to put in the description. Oh, okay. I have this queued up. So this was too long to be a clip. This was the Monday stream talking about the whole power versus condition, and one of the balanced team actually talked about it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's way too long. Basically, it's the idea that
you need to land once, and you can
if you have a choice between power
no way to mitigate
and condition,
this is the problem with
power
damage.
you can
I
dodge.
don't know what game
with
Irenia
condition,
was playing,
you need to
but
have
I wish he
a
gave more specific than a three-dimensional answer. The answer he gave was super one-dimensional. I know he was asked that PvE question, but the problem is shared equally with different nitpicks and all game types. Oof, so there we go. So I'm curious what you guys think. Meta-wise, the validity of this guy's comment and his attack on Ireneo, I think is ridiculous, because obviously it was just a one-paragraph thing. And Ireneo even qualified in his commentary that this is not the full discussion. I don't think at any point Ireneo gave the impression that it was the full picture he was given. But it was a very important aspect, and I don't think just because there's more stuff to paint means the bit that he painted with his words are completely irrelevant. So I think that the attack at the end is dumb. What do you guys think about the movement thing? Because I've got thoughts on that as well, but I'm wondering what Twitch chat immediately comes up with. I don't think just because there's more stuff to paint means the bit that he painted with his words are completely irrelevant. So I think that the attack at the end is dumb. What do you guys think about the movement thing? Because I've got thoughts on that as well, but I'm wondering what Twitch chat immediately comes up with.
So he talks about this for the next 2 hours. So if you're into that type of rant, if you like when Potatoes rants, the Monday edition is the rant video. The Saturday or the Sunday video is more fun. He answers lots of lore questions. The Saturday video about Halloween and the expansion, he does a lot more bounties and stuff. Okay, so I am not going to put all this in here. We are going to talk about some of the new people. See, these are some of the clips I'm going to have to put in the description. Talk about that. Okay, new people on Twitch. So when Potatoes does pick someone to host after every single stream, so this is going to be one of them. I can't say their name. Official J picks. And I love this.
See if I can show you. If you see people at the distance and
player versus player.
Say there are people right here at the boxes, right? They're fighting, and you've been in that fight. You got out, and you want to go in again, and you have like in the fire attunement. You could go. You could start up, and if you have the lightning flash, start up with 2. You can flash in and just drop the bomb right there on them if you want, so you know there. Never playing Stronghold. The Champions Dusty, I don't really like this one, so I don't like it. When I'm decent on Dead Eye range, should I stay on it? I always try a dagger pistol, but backstabbing out of stealth is so hard. I don't like it. When I'm decent on Dead Eye range, should I stay on it? I always try a dagger pistol, but backstabbing out of stealth is so hard.
Now, what I like about Official Jags is that he will actually go through all the questions. He had, I think, over 200 people, like, poof. And so he kind of got a little nervous, which is understandable. You know, I definitely would be nervous. This is why I don't stream. This is why I don't do my face. You know, I'm petting my cat right now, which I love. So that's what gets me through my videos. But we were talking for around 2 hours and found out that he has, you know, some kids, and I asked we were talking about some advice about kids and player versus player and how somehow they're connected. So here you go.
And it procs. You got the Twist of Fate. You got 2 of these. You see it right up here. It breaks stun and then spin and briefly evade attacks, and you get super speed. Greatly praised. Yeah, and the first boyfriend at age 8 wears nothing really but scares the parents half to death. I already said to my daughter, I was like, just so you know, both of you, there's not gonna be any fucking boyfriends that come over to my place. You're gonna be like the career girls, you know what I mean? That's the only thing they're gonna focus is the career. So they're like, okay, yeah, right, okay. So, but yeah, we'll see about that.
So after this video, I'm gonna go join his stream. Okay, so this is Lindsey. I can't say anybody's name, I'm sorry. But he just beat Balthazar.
Talking Skritt, goodness gracious. Welcome everybody.
We heard the great news about Balthazar. I hope you don't mind my arrangement.
Still going? Oh yeah, I'm still going.
It's an impressive gathering, but my crew and I
people. Welcome.
Now, I did get to see this, and we got to play Let's Guess Miza's age using only music, and I was off by one year, which is actually really interesting. I'm on their Discord. Very interesting. They're also doing the griffon mount. I think everyone's doing the griffon mount. You can ask almost any question as a player versus environment, so PvE. Official is doing the player versus player side, and that brings us to being hosted by TeaTime, so European, and this is a German podcast. Now, there's 2 things you can always ask in any single chat about women and about games, because everyone can understand games. So for anyone who can actually understand German, I use the Google Translate to ask.
Sag einfach, you need to say, ich habe ein großes Rohr. Darf ich das mal verlegen? You need to say this to the girls. Sag einfach, you need to say, ich habe ein großes Rohr. Darf ich das mal verlegen? You need to say this to the girls.
So whatever that is, please someone tell me, because I don't have any other German friends to ask. See how bad Google Translate is. So if you're on Twitch, you probably have already seen the Griffin video, or if you are subscribed to the Guild Wars 2 official website, they did talk about the Griffin. This is one of their best videos. No, I have still not watched the sound. I do not want to be spoiled by how they make the sound. I want it to always be that the sound comes from whatever creature it is. But the Griffin, they did do a bunch of showing what they worked on. This is the altitude buffering. See, I have it all queued up. Basically, it's wherever you take off, you can go as far down as the water is, and you can go almost as far up as it is there. Basically, it's you go like this, it's normal gravity, so you can't like go higher than you are very easily. You have to use a lot of stamina. They did talk about how the raptor was the first mount, how the griffin was the second mount that they agreed to. They were going to make the griffin the 4th one, which is technically still optional, and make the collection one the jackal. I want to say teleport wolf. Dang it, Lord Waffle. It is always going to be teleport wolf, and I will always have to be like, ah. Okay. They do talk about the animation and how it took over a year. 1642. 1642. I'll just let it play. This video shows how they did the animation, how there was still some kind of glitches and everything. So if you see that still, you know, it takes a really long time to get all those bugs out. Talking about the mount when you're falling at 43. Let's do 4312. I should have put this in the description. Oh well. 4312. Now the setup is kind of weird. They have the computer right there. They are going to show how when you fly, you know, you get to do that whole little water thing. And when this came out, they asked for the Twitter to tweet out a picture of your favorite griffin. I showed you Yuri's. I don't know who won. We'll have to wait. And if you're on their Twitter, you can see that you have, well, now it's 1 day left off for the Quaqqan stuff, all the images. I think Ink October is going on. Oh, let's talk about this. So this is Pink Day. I'll put Yuri's video in. Ian also made one, which is really cool. It's to bring awareness for breast cancer. And it's going to be in LA on the 21st. So you even puts it in there. Thank you. LA is going to be swamped with everyone being pink. And it's going to have Halloween decorations. But yeah, you definitely want to show up to LA on that day. Now, Peachy is going this weekend to the official TwitchCon. Our lovely Aurora Peachy is going. I think Bog Otter is also going. Let me try to find Bog B. Here we go, Bog Otter. But TwitchCon is going to be in Long Beach. It's basically to celebrate everything that makes Twitch Twitch. So if you're going, she has a thing in the Discord so you can meet up with Peachy and Bog Otter at a certain restaurant. Also, what's going on all month long is Inktoberfest. Basically, it's a picture to get better at drawing. If your drawing has anything to do with Guild Wars 2, you can do the hashtag along with Ink October to do Guild Wars 2 and it will show up. One of our favorites from the Win Potatoes contest who did some drawings is also doing Oktoberfest. They're doing very pretty pictures of birds. You know, I love just seeing this artwork style, you know, the whole speed up. It sounds really cool. I don't have the music on because I'm recording, but they always find a different sound that kind of go with the art. You know, I'm getting some ideas of how to draw birds, how you add stuff at the end of the wing, how each color kind of adds into itself. But so it looks very subtle, but is very powerful impact. It's definitely very calming. We'll try to stay with the calming aspect of here. So we're doing Oktoberfest. We are doing TwitchCon. We are doing Pink Day. And then that leads us to, so these are all the videos. He did Mouth and Lord Moth, and then has been doing each little picture. I love the sword and the little white. The white adds so much. I can't even tell you how much that is. And that leads us into Halloween. So if you're not ready for Halloween, that is your cue that Halloween is going to be on a it's going to start on October 17th. And it's going to go through for a pretty long time. I don't have all of the information. We're going to show the happy confetti because we're at the end of the video. Hey, we had it 20 more minutes. Woohoo! So thank you if you watched to the end of the video. You know, it's definitely, I'm getting there. So let me know if you have anybody else that you want me to watch. If you have a editing, if you're going to make a video of how to edit, please send it to me either here on YouTube or on Discord. I will just